Have you ever caught yourself refreshing your phone again and again just to see if someone liked your photo? Or maybe you felt excited when the likes started rolling in, but a little disappointed when they slowed down. Why does it matter so much? Why do numbers on a screen have the power to change how we feel about ourselves? Could it be that social media isn't just entertaining us? It's actually controlling the way we see our own worth? In today's video, we're going to dive deep into this question. We'll explore how social media grew to become such a huge part of our lives, how it affects our thoughts and emotions, and whether it's secretly deciding how valuable we feel. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because together, we're going to uncover the truth behind the way social media shapes our lives. The rise of social media. Let's go back to the beginning. Social media is actually very new. Facebook launched in 2004, Instagram in 2010, and TikTok only became huge around 2016. In less than 20 years, these apps went from simple websites to something most of us use every single day. Right now, more than 4.8 billion people around the world are on social media. That's over half of the planet. From the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, people are scrolling, posting, and sharing. What started as just a fun way to stay connected with friends has grown into something much bigger, almost like a second world, but one that exists only on our screens. What is self-worth? Before we dive in, let's talk about what self-worth really means. Self-worth is simply how much we value ourselves. It's the belief that we matter, that we deserve respect, and that we're good enough just as we are. It's not the same as self-esteem. Self-esteem is more about believing in our skills, like feeling confident about a talent or a job. But self-worth goes deeper. It's about knowing, inside, that we have value even without achievements or titles. In the past, people often built their self-worth through things like family support, close friendships, meaningful work, faith, or personal values. But today, for many of us, social media has stepped in and started to shape that sense of worth. How social media changed the game. The big shift happened when our lives moved online. In the past, most things were private, but now, almost everything can be shared for the world to see. Every time someone posts a picture, a video, or a thought, it's like opening a small window into their life, and then waiting to see how others react. Likes, comments, followers, and shares have turned into a kind of currency. They're just numbers, but they don't feel that way. Getting hundreds of likes can make you feel happy and proud. Getting only a few can leave you doubting yourself. This is how social media changed the rules. Instead of finding our self-worth inside, through who we are and what we believe, many people now look for it outside, through strangers, algorithms, and numbers on a screen. The psychology behind it. So why does all of this matter so much to us? The answer is hidden in our brains. Whenever someone likes your post, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the feel-good chemical. It's the same thing that makes us happy when we eat our favorite food, win a game, or get a nice surprise. Over time, our brain starts to crave that feeling. The more likes we get, the more dopamine we feel, and the more we want to post again. Soon it becomes a cycle. Post, wait, refresh, check, and repeat. Psychologists call this a reward loop. And it's not just random, it's by design. Social media platforms are built to keep us hooked. But here's the problem. Studies show that using social media too much is linked to higher levels of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. When people keep comparing themselves to others online and feel like they don't measure up, their self-worth takes a serious hit. The trap of comparison. One of the biggest problems with social media is comparison. As humans, we naturally compare ourselves to others. It's how we check our progress in life. But online, those comparisons can get extreme. On Instagram, you might see people with what look like perfect bodies. On TikTok, there are endless videos of luxury cars, expensive vacations, and dream lifestyles. On Facebook, you scroll through friends buying houses, getting married, or traveling the world. Even if your own life is good, it can suddenly feel small compared to what you see on a screen. But here's the truth. What we see online isn't the full picture. Most people only post their best moments, never the struggles. It's like watching a highlight reel of someone else's life while living through every behind-the-scenes detail of your own. And even knowing this, it's hard not to compare. Research shows social media often lowers confidence, especially in teenagers. The role of algorithms. Now let's talk about algorithms, the hidden systems that decide what shows up on your screen. Every time you open Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, an algorithm is working in the background. Its job is to figure out what will keep you watching the longest. Usually this means showing you things that grab your attention, something shocking, emotional, or eye-catching. If you stop to watch videos of people with perfect bodies, the algorithm will keep sending you more of the same. If you pause on luxury cars or dream vacations, your feed will slowly turn into a non-stop stream of that kind of content. And here's the problem. The more you see it, the more you start to compare yourself. This isn't an accident. Social media companies make money from your attention. The longer you scroll, the more ads you see, and the more profit they earn, even if it costs you your peace of mind. Social media and young people. The group that feels the biggest impact from social media is young people, especially teenagers. This is the stage of life where they are still figuring out who they are, what they want to believe in, and how much they matter. Social media can strongly shape that process. Research has shown that Instagram is linked to body image struggles, especially for teenage girls. Many say that scrolling through posts makes them feel like they are not good enough. Bullying also takes a new form online. Hurtful comments, hate messages, or being left out of online groups can cut deeply. Unlike the old days when bullying ended at school, now it can follow someone everywhere, lighting up on their phone screen even late at night. Mental health experts have also noticed that anxiety and depression are rising among young people, and social media often plays a role in this change. Does social media also have positives? At this point, it might feel like social media is only bad for us. But that's not really true. It also brings a lot of good. Social media connects people all over the world. Families who live far away can stay in touch. Friends can share memories, and people can show their creativity in new ways. It also helps people find groups where they feel they belong and gives a voice to important issues that need attention. For some, social media becomes a safe space. Someone struggling with mental health might find comfort in talking to others who truly understand. For others, it can even open doors for work and success. Artists, small business owners, and influencers have built real careers through their online presence. So in the end, social media isn't just good or bad. It depends on how we use it and how much power we give it in our lives. Are we giving away our self-worth? But there's a deeper question we need to ask. Are we handing over our self-worth to social media? When our happiness depends on likes and comments, or when our value is measured by how many followers we have, we start letting strangers decide how we feel about ourselves. It's like living for other people's approval instead of living for our own peace and truth. The problem is, numbers will always rise and fall. One day you might get hundreds of likes, and the next day only a few. If your sense of worth keeps going up and down with those numbers, you'll never feel steady. Real self-worth can't come from a screen. It has to come from within, because that's the only place where it can stay strong, no matter what happens online. How to take back control. The good news is we don't have to let social media decide our worth. We can take back control in simple ways. Start by spending less time online. Your mood should not depend on likes or comments. Be mindful of who you follow. Choose accounts that make you feel good and unfollow those that don't. Don't forget life outside your phone. Play, read, create, or enjoy time with loved ones. Focus on your values, not numbers. And sometimes, take a break. A digital detox can refresh your mind and remind you that real worth has always been inside you. The bigger picture. When we look closely, it's clear that social media often makes money from our insecurities. If someone feels unhappy with their body, they might buy fitness programs or beauty products. If they feel their life is boring, they might spend on clothes, gadgets, or vacations just to keep up. This creates a cycle: scroll, feel bad, spend money, repeat. The companies profit while people feel worse. That's why many believe platforms should be more responsible. Should they keep feeding us harmful content? Should they profit from our self-doubt? These questions matter for building a healthier digital world. Conclusion. So, is social media really controlling our self-worth? The truth is, it can, but only if we let it. Yes, it has the power to shape the way we see ourselves, but it doesn't have to define who we are. Your worth is not in likes, followers, or comments. It's in how you live, how you love, and how you see yourself when the screen is off. The next time you feel down because of a post or because numbers didn't go the way you wanted, ask yourself this: do these numbers really decide my value? Or am I worth more than that? Remember, you are always more than what social media shows. Take back control. Your worth is yours, and no app can measure it. If this video made you think, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear, how do you protect your self-worth in a world full of screens?